Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 36 of SOCS. I'm Olivia.
I'm Sydney.
And I'm Skylar.
And today we have a couple fun conversations that we'd want to do and a couple reactions. A few, not as many groups came back this week as they will be next week, but we have some fun ones we want to check out. So first of all, we wanted to discuss, and this is a topic that Sid brought up, K-pop group Collabs. So our favorites, some ones that didn't work maybe as well. I don't know. But Sid, do you have anyone, collab you want to start with?
I figured we could just riff off of each other. I mean, one of my favorites is definitely Juice WRLD's collab with BTS for their song All Night off of their it was off of like one of their movie, I think, concert film albums actually. But great collab. That song goes off.
Is it like sad, like a Juice WRLD song?
No.
Yeah.
It's like sexy. It's called All Night. So like, you know,
I wasn't expecting.
I was thinking maybe like I cried all night, like or something like that.
No,
Girl of my dreams left me.
It's not. Juice WRLD specifically is like very, goes into some details, and then BTS follows him up, and then they came forward and were like, we were talking about staying up in the studio all night writing music. I was like, no, don't lie, because that looks crazy. But no, that song is amazing. I love a lot of their collabs, actually. I love their Idol featuring Nicki collab. I thought that was amazing just because Nicki Minaj, and she came in there and killed it. But What's Good Korea? I was like, okay, yes.
You gotta talk about Boy With Love, though. As a fan of this song and a not big fan of Halsey, I think it's a great job.
Yeah, I love that song.
She hopped on that track, said, oh my, and then got out.
And made her impact, and it was great.
Did her job.
Got her paycheck.
She did her job.
Exactly. Got that check.
And that song is an immortal classic. So, you know what? She's still getting them checks.
She is.
All she had to do was go in the studio and go, oh my.
Oh my. Yeah.
Can you turn the music up?
My thing is, I will say one BTS collab that I really don't like is their collab with Sia for On. Yes, that exists. On's
the drum one, right?
Yeah.
I've heard of this collab so much. It's infamous for, no disrespect to Sia at all, but it's infamous for people not liking it, like for being bad.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just like, it's one of those things where like you just didn't need it. Like it's better off without it. And that's nothing against Sia's voice. Sia's an amazing singer. Like, she has so much talent. It's just that Sia's better at being Sia, and BTS is better at being BTS. Like, that's all.
Yeah.
So you liked it separately?
Yeah.
That's interesting. She has this one collab with 07 that I'm obsessed with, but it's more her style.
Yeah, that's why. Like, I don't know how to describe On, but like, it's not a Sia song, so that was different.
Interesting
for them in terms of collabs. I'll tell you the worst one because I hate it. It's no surprise that goes to that little Jason Derulo
I knew it. Jason Derulo, yeah.
Savage Love. And I will say, BTS made that song better, and I don't like that song. So the fact that they made it better, out of them, they did that. They made that song go #1.
That's that Bang Bang magic.
That's an incredible achievement. To make that song go #1, that is a huge achievement on the part
to make
of
people talk about Jason Derulo not in a jokey way in 2021.
No, let's be honest here. We gotta add some context and put some respect on Jason Derulo. Jason Derulo. He makes Jason Derulo makes hits, and he makes them
in the
every
6th
time
grade.
he has albums. No.
I
even
haven't
now
heard a
there's
Jason
songs
Derulo
of,
song
there's
since
songs
I
of
was in
Jason,
middle school.
That song
there's
went
songs
off
of
on
Jason,
TikTok.
there's songs of Jason Derulo's that you probably don't even know are his and that he has to do with it, and they're his. I can't name any, so don't ask me, but they are there, and it's just not surprising that it hit on TikTok because he's really TikTok.
Oh, that's right.
That's a fact. But all I will say is things that made that song better: Jungkook, Hobi, Yoongi. Yes. Jungkook specifically cursing on a song and saying fuck. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's fair. Can we talk about
yeah, go for it.
Let's talk about a collab that between two boy groups, American boy group, Korean boy group. So we got Pretty Much, the Simon Cowell backed group. Not anymore. They're under something different now.
Okay.
And we got NCT Dream that constantly makes some of my favorite music in NCT. And they came together and made a song, and it was a jam. I mean, it wasn't like my favorite of either of their music, but it was like good. It was good. It was kind of meh for me because I'm like, wasn't crazy about it. Obviously didn't hate it because it was good, but you know.
Yeah. No, Pretty Much is very talented. And like, I loved seeing them reach out to other groups because they didn't just do K-pop. They also did CNCO and like, yeah, like I think it's really cool. I like the idea of boy groups collabing, but I don't think it's realistic in K-pop though. Well, I mean, like,
I've been saying,
yes, but like two K-pop boy groups collabing, I think is very different.
It's a lot of people, but
yeah,
what I do have to say though is that NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys are doing a collab album, and I want BTS on it. Like, I feel like that would hit. Wouldn't that bang so hard if BTS was on it? I would want that so bad.
Crazy.
That would be so cool. Like,
I know that was
insane.
Yeah, they're doing a collab album. I don't know if Justin Timberlake's involved or not because he might be too famous for that. But honestly, that would be the thing to get the public opinion to not hate him anymore at the moment. Because, you know, free Britney, everyone kind of hates Justin Timberlake right now. So I think, if Justin was on it, that would be, you know, a good move for him. But also, if BTS was on that and, like, it was, like, the three boy group, maybe even, like, some One Direction members, that would go so hard.
Insane. It'd be like actually ridiculous.
Boy group heaven. or maybe some BTS and Boys to Men. That would go hard as hell too.
Don't do that. Yeah.
I don't know. That would be lit.
I think group collabs are interesting. I brought up this topic, actually. I made it one of our topics that we talk about today because specifically of TXT's announcement that they're coming out with a new version of their title track, Lovesick, with PH1. Who is it? Hoodie? His name's also Hoodie, but it's like Hoodie Go Child something.
Yeah, it's not Hoodie.
It's not Hoodie. And the original song already did have a feature on it, which is their female indie, Woody.
Oh, I've heard of Woody.
Yeah, they're both under Higher Music.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think it's very interesting that they're gonna be on it. There was already a feature. I think her name's Sayori. She's an indie soloist. Is already on the track. But I'm excited to see what PH1 does specifically because we like PH1 in this house.
Yeah, I like PH1 a lot. He's really cool. Tyler put us on that.
Yeah, exactly. So after like hearing that they were doing that collab, I was like, yo, there are so many good like collabs within K-pop that don't get enough like call out. I'm pretty sure that there's another one that I'm missing that I really want to talk about.
Well,
I'm surprised.
Oh, about PH1?
Yeah, just in PH1, Woody, Goldchild. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. I'm surprised that they're collaborating with TXT, a K-pop group, just because that's not something that PH1, at least I can say, typically does. So I was excited. I was surprised, but I was excited because I like TXT.
Yeah.
I was happy that he's doing that. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
No,
That
TXT makes good music. So like
that needs to happen.
yeah. Oh, the song that it was BTS's song with Charlie XCX.
Oh,
That's also really good.
I have to listen to that. I love Charlie XCX.
Yeah, they have a song with her. I think it's called Heartbeat. I could be wrong. It could be a different song on the album.
They have so many collabs. I had no idea they had a song with her.
Yeah. It's off of that album. It's off the same album as their Juice WRLD collab.
Yeah.
Wow. There are 2 Blackpink collabs I gotta give it to. First of all, I think this is Sour Candy. Yes, I think it is Blackpink's best collab. I love this song. It makes me want to Vogue so hard. I think Lady Gaga did an excellent job of letting each member stand out, which I don't think the other one I'm going to talk about did so much, but I think she did an excellent job of letting them stand out. I think it's great that they sang in both English and Korean on the track. I think Lady Gaga sounded amazing with them. It just really, it really, I don't know, it just felt like a really natural thing for Blackpink to do with Lady Gaga, even though it's not something that's typically their sound, but it actually worked really well. Lisa sounded good, Rosé sounded good, Jennie sounded good, Jisoo sounded good. Everyone had a moment. So I really like that in a collab. Now, I love this song. It took me a long time to warm up to this song, but I do love it, and that's Ice Cream. But my biggest issue is that it did not need to be a collab. Like, I would have liked the song the second it came out if Selena Gomez wasn't, no hate, I love Selena Gomez, okay? No hate on Selena Gomez. I just think Jisoo didn't get enough lines. And Jisoo, especially at that moment, Jisoo and Jennie are kind of a tie for my favorite right now. But when that came out, like, it was all about Jisoo. Jisoo really was my favorite. So I was like, fuck this song. She only has 14 seconds in the music video. But I do like that song.
Yeah.
It kind of bangs really hard. And Lisa's verse on it slaps so hard. Mona Lisa, kind of Lisa, the lyricism.
Was she in that tiny baby Ferrari?
Yeah.
Even
she's so good.
She opens up with her like Philly jeans on, where she was killing it.
Yeah, I love all her verses on that track. So I love that song. It took me a while to warm up to it though, because I am a big Jisoo stan. So, but yeah, I enjoy that song.
Oh, I just remembered. First of all, the Charlie XCX song, I looked it up. It's Dream Glow. But yes, Olivia, you have to listen to it. It's really good.
Okay.
Also, there was a point where I was obsessed with BTS's collab with Lauv. One, for Make It Right, because that song is really good.
I love that song.
Oh, Skylar loved that song. And I know a lot of armies don't like that song, but that song is good. Like,
it's a good song.
It's a good song. So Make It Right, Lauv collab, and also when they were on his album for his song Who, love that. So I just had to
either of these songs, man. There's a lot of songs I need to catch up on.
I was in love with Who. It's actually it's one of like the only K-pop songs that my sister likes like a lot. Jade loves Who. Like, she was singing that in the car. She's like, put on my song. I was like, I got you, girl. I know exactly what you're waiting for.
Yeah. I love the song 1 Billion Views by EXO SC, and they have Moon Soo-jin on it, and she sounds really good with both of their voices, and it's a really like natural part in the song. So it just feels like it, I was like, oh, a subunit collab. That's really interesting, but I really like that song a lot. It's my favorite EXO subunit song, actually. So I really dig that song.
I think that K-pop collabs are very interesting. Like, sometimes they seem very like strange or distant, and sometimes they seem like right on. Like Yugyeom's collab with Davida, although I would have liked to hear more of Yugyeom because it was like his debut single, but Davida has a great voice, and like they were on that track together and it sounded great. Like, they both are so talented.
It's a
so
distant
I think
one.
that's really cool.
Not bad. It just felt like a disconnect, especially in the music video. It was that Wonho song with that?
Yeah, with Kira.
Yeah, that was very disconnected.
It just didn't feel like
the video didn't mesh. But I do like the song. But I do like Wonho just because it's Wonho. Like, I like the song, but if it was just Wonho, I'd probably like it more. That's
That's
very
what
true.
I'm thinking. Yeah. Nothing on her. I just didn't feel like a cohesive.
Yeah, totally Yeah.
But again, love these artists. It's just that sometimes, like with a collab, it doesn't fit the way it's supposed to. It like supposed to feel like one work, and sometimes it doesn't. It just doesn't mesh well.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
But I love collabs.
I gotta give it up to this classic too. Be Natural by Red Velvet, which is a cover, but it's a cover of
Who
SES.
they collab with?
But they have Taeyong from NCT before he debuted, while he was still in SM Rookies. Did a rap on that song, and it's really good. It adds something new to the song and really makes it their own version of it, rather than just being a straight cover of SES's. So I really like that one. Oh,
Yeah,
also,
is that like a performance, or is that?
It's the one where they do the chairs.
I was gonna.
Oh, I like that one.
I know.
Yeah.
I've seen it. It's really good. Yeah, yeah.
And Taeyong's like in the middle of all of them. Taeyong
Olivia
and Seulgi,
showed
let's
us
go.
that one.
I love that song.
We were really supposed to focus on groups, but I realized I already brought up a soloist, so I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah, I have one after Olivia, a soloist.
Go ahead.
Yeah, bring it. Do it, Skylar.
Yeah, bring it in.
Okay, so I cannot go without mentioning Chungha and Rich Brian, These Nights. That is my song. I love that song. And that's like, I mean, that's just objectively, in my opinion, a good song. And the video is so funny. I think they match together really well, better than probably anyone expected anyway. I think Rich Brian's just a lot of fun to work with, no matter what. He's just a funny guy.
Yeah.
So it was cool. And also I just like I like Rich Brian, and I am interested in why he chose Chungha to collab with, but I think I understand, and I also think he's just really talented.
Yeah.
Isn't her Western label 88 Rising?
Oh, now it is. At that time, I don't think it was.
I think that was
though.
just before it was announced. Yeah.
Oh,
it must have been in the works.
Yeah, definitely. But they definitely, I think 88 Rising definitely picks and chooses who they focus on in K-pop, like Ateez, how they invited them to their festival, or like Chungha. I think it's people, or Jackson. I think it's people that really fit with like pushing things forward, kind of like bringing a new voice and perspective into K-pop. Because all of those three acts are very new, you know, and like free. They express a lot of freedom, if that makes sense.
What did Sid
And
whisper?
they're all people. I said they're all people that Sky loves.
Oh yeah.
I guess so. Hey, 88 Rising I don't know what happened to Lexi Liu. They took her off. She's not even on there anymore.
Oh,
I freaking love Lexi Liu. That's my not K-pop, but I love Lexi Liu.
Speaking of Chungha, oh sorry, but Wow Thing with Seulgi, Chungha, Sinbi, and Don Sion. Wow Thing slaps so hard. I love that song.
I've never heard that.
What? It's like that, like kind of
really
90s
haven't.
New Jack Swing song. It's so good. It's so good, and we deserved a live performance of it, and I'm mad that we never did. And I want Seulgi to do something else with Chungha, and maybe I said this was my dream one: Seulgi, Chungha, Sunmi, and Jisoo. I think that would be lit.
That is good.
Powerful.
It's really good.
Women.
Women. I would love to see more like female or male features like up from K-pop groups on each other's tracks, and then have them included as love interests in the music video. That would be sick. But I do think that like K-pop would implode if they ever
They always
tried
started
that.
a dating scandal when that happened.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't think it would be allowed. But I love stuff
Wendy
like that.
and Eric
Like,
Nam did one like that.
Oh,
I think I have seen that.
And they're
Seulgi killed the dude from TVXQ.
Yes,
in that
was
video,
so
yeah.
cool.
I love that video.
So like I love seeing like people I like collabing and working together. I just think it's really interesting because K-pop groups, there are so many members that are already so talented that like when they throw other people on the track, I think you're like, wow, well, like why? Like what does this person have? Like what does it add to the mix? And then you want to listen to it and hear it and like understand why they chose to like have a feature. So
That's
I think it's very
point.
interesting.
Yeah, I also, you know, my dream, Black Velvet, if that ever happened. That's 9. That's the same number of people in Twice. It could work, I think.
You could make it work.
I don't think it would work because I don't think SM and YG would ever talk to each other that much. But, you know, I'm still, you know, reaching out, hoping for it, praying for it, manifesting. And we'll see. Positive thinking.
Yeah. But I am like I do think that these groups are so good. They don't need a lot of the time they don't need features. So it's a very specific reason I think why they put someone on a song. And it always does make me think more like, oh, like what does this person have? So I just think that's very interesting. Like what aspect were they like, well, we should change it up. We should do this.
Yeah. That's true. You also wanted to mention whether or not we felt that Super M was more of a collaboration than a group.
Yes. Well, okay. I don't feel either way. I thought it'd be a good debate to have. Like, honestly, they're a group. Like, they love each other. Taemin feels very connected to all of them. Kai, they look out for each other.
Yeah.
So I think they're like attached. But I do wonder, because they come from such different groups, if like working together to find their sound or rhythm together is more similar to like a collaborative project than really a designated group. Well, because I still think they spend most of their time with their designated groups.
I mean, I think that's the point of it being a super group, right? A super group is like they put people who are already famous together into a group. So like the first one where that happened was in 66 with Cream, and that was Eric Clapton, who was already very famous, but this kind of like really skyrocketed him into like international stardom. Oh my god, Ginger Baker, the drummer, he had been in a couple big bands, and who's the singer? Oh my god, this is so bad. Singer and bassist. Anyways, he was really famous too. They were all really big on the British blues scene. So this one record company was like, hey, these guys are all really big. Their bands all broke up. Let's put them all together into a band. And that was the first ever supergroup. So what Super M is kind of doing is very similar to that. But it's interesting because their groups are still active.
Yeah, that's why it's different to me, I think. It's because I see like I see them be with their groups. I see them in that space. Like Kai and Taemin, we've now seen them done solo work, and Taemin, a very successful and continuous soloist. So I think it's interesting to also see them come together in another like group. And
musically, they sound kind of like another NCT subunit.
Exactly. And I think that's what it is. Like it's very interesting because it's not like they took these different sounds and made them one. It doesn't feel like that. It does feel like, to me, another NCT subunit.
Yeah.
But with like features. Like
it's like NCT featuring EXO and SHINee.
Baekhyun in there.
Yeah. I mean, it's like now, because of everyone in the military, it's literally Kai and NCTU.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even know if they'll do another Super M thing for 2 years. We'll see.
Yeah, that's true. Oh my gosh, I did not think about that. I only think about Taemin being gone, guys. I only miss my husband and want him to come home safe.
Yeah, I mean,
beautiful soldier husband.
You think they would ever like kind of do like NCT does, and like maybe keep the members of NCT and Kai in it, but like put other SHINee and EXO members in there?
And Super M?
Yeah, like maybe like NCT it.
No.
think they will. I don't think they will. But
Oh.
let me tell you, now Onu got a voice on him.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be very interesting. I don't think he's made for that. I think he would be like, no.
No, Key would be like, no. I'm good.
Yeah. I think Super M is made to be, what do they call it? The Avengers,
The Avengers
of K-pop.
Yeah.
They clearly picked the people they did for very specific reasons. So they won't NCT it, but it'll be interesting to see what they would do if they switch people out.
Yeah, because it's just like half the group's gone. I mean, not half, but like,
Yeah.
you know, the two of the people that make it Super M versus just being an NCT unit are gone. So it's very interesting.
To be honest, I was surprised that it stayed as active as it did after their first release, because I thought it was just like a special group. And I think they're just going to go on hiatus, honestly, if it's not enough members, or just release a few things here and there.
Yeah, their
Any
last
sub-units?
release was,
Yeah.
it was a happy song. I don't remember what it was
Oh,
called.
it was that one they did for the insurance company. That one slapped.
Fire.
And 10 did the
That was-
splits. I loved that one.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much the only
just
one I
remember
love,
the
I'm not gonna
fireworks,
lie.
honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, Jopping is not my favorite.
Because when we jump in and hop in,
we jop it.
I mean, it was a
will
cultural
say,
reset, but I never
the
need to
one
listen
that
to
I
it on my own.
Yeah.
The song that I've actually watched multiple times is Tiger Inside, and I give that to Kai. Okay, he looked very good in his hanbok, and he just looked superior. So I have listened to that and watched it multiple times for Kai.
Yeah.
I really want, because it is a super group, and because they have a group like SHINee, like they have Taemin in there, and I love SHINee's music, like adore it, amazing, like love that music. I'd love for them to incorporate some of that sound into Super M and not just make it sound like another NCT subunit.
Yeah, I'd love to hear those NCT vocalists doing a song like that too. You know?
Yeah.
Because they
Like,
all
I
have
would
such
really
great
enjoy
voices.
Everyone in the group is so talented. Like, I would love for them to step away and do something different. Maybe like they have a slow song, but like maybe something a little more soulful. I don't know.
Or
like
something
I
like
just feel
Sherlock. Just something with like a lot of harmonies. Just like really
NCT? NCT?
No, Super M.
Yeah. Oh, I don't even know about Super M's discography. I'll be honest.
I don't think any of us.
So I don't.
We only really know the title tracks. I'll be real, guys. Like I only know the title tracks.
Even though I like stan everyone in that group, but like I don't stan Super M.
Yeah,
quite
literally, I love everyone in Super M.
Yes,
like literally everyone in there. But I just can't get myself into the group, and I really I feel some type of way about it.
Yeah, I'll watch every interview though because I like them, and I think they actually do have a good dynamic, and I think it's cute that Taemin's kind of like the mom of the group. But music wise, I'm just kind of like, I'd rather listen to EXO, I'd rather listen to SHINee, I'd rather listen to NCT.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that totally. I think it's that effect.
No, go on.
I think it's that effect where they all come from such iconic groups. I mean, NCT, I'm just a fan of them, and I know you are too, Olivia. So we just have sentimental ties to that. But for otherwise, they all come from such iconic groups. It's kind of like, what can Super M do that SHINee can't? What can Super M do that EXO can't? And those groups have their own style. As for Super M, their identity is solely based on the fact that they all come from these iconic groups, and they're all iconic people, but that's like it. There's nothing there. Whereas I think these other groups have an identity that we're already like involved
Familiar
with.
with.
So it's
Now,
hard.
do you think
invested
for
in.
the meantime, SM would do something with the girls? Or do you think
We can only hope.
We can only hope. I mean, I would like maybe like Taeyeon from. They would obviously put Seunggi in there.
Oh my god!
Not even
This
just because of me.
Olivia's way.
This is not even just because of me. Okay, I think they would put Seunggi in there anyways, just because like she's basically like the Kai of the girls.
You're right.
I think they would put
You're right.
Taeyeon
Right.
from Girls' Generation as the main vocalist. I think they would put. I don't know if they could get anyone from FX. They all left. That's the big issue, is that FX is gone, so you kind of can't do the same thing.
The dancers, like the female dancers in SM.
Yeah, but anyways, I would like for the SM girls to do something like Super M and do some kind of pussy music. That would be cool. You know, give me something like Bad Boy with like a couple members of Girls' Generation, a couple members of Red Velvet, a couple members of A.C.E. I'd be down for that. And
yeah, that's cool.
I think it would be a good thing to do while Taemin and Baekhyun are gone.
Serve.
Serving.
I would only like. I would love
both
that.
having military husbands is hard.
I'm not allowed to look at other men. I mean, I do, but I'm not supposed to.
That's the military wife life. Taemin was like, "Don't cheat on me."
Was that what?
I know, he's literally like, "Don't cheat on me. Don't look at other men, because if you do, I could cheat on you too." I was like, "Oh my god, that sounds like a very toxic relationship." But I love you, and I'm in. I'm in.
Hoping I get that Baekhyun photo card. I'll cry if I do. Tears of joy.
I'm crossing my fingers for you.
Yeah, we're hoping.
I still don't know when my Bam Bam Ribbon album is coming.
I guarantee it's coming before my EXO album is coming. Almost guarantee it.
Isn't it? I mean, isn't your EXO album coming in, what'd you say, August?
Mid-August.
That's a long time, Sky. I'm not gonna lie to you. That is a while.
I've been checking my email every day for that shipping date. And then I like went on the website and read the fine print and said, this album won't ship until mid-August, including pre-orders. I was like, well, sticking to Amazon insane. For the Red Velvet comeback.
I'm not gonna lie, I really wanted my Bam Bam Ribbon pre-order because it came with a Polaroid, and it's an exclusive Polaroid. And I was like, my man gonna be taking an exclusive photo for me. I need that.
We need every single extra piece of content possible.
Yo, every episode until we get our albums, they're gonna come up at some point.
It's true. All right, the next thing we wanted to talk about was some good covers from K-pop artists and groups. So I have a couple. Well, I think I should first bring up Joy's album because it was all a cover album. But my favorite song on it was If Only, which she did as a duet with Paul Kim. And it's a cover of Sung Si Kyung. Now, I don't know the original, but apparently it is a big classic in Korea from 2002. And it's still charting there. The whole album, every track on the album is still charting, which is incredible. And I mean, I think she did a really good job of picking songs that were like real classics there. So we may not know them as well over here in the West, but I thought If Only with Paul Kim was a really great duet. I thought their voices sound really great together. It wasn't corny or anything. It just was really beautiful. I also like Day by Day. That was a good song. Sid?
I feel like you can't bring up K-pop covers without bringing up Gaho, the king of Blackpink covers. Because I am still in love with his version of How You Like That and Lovesick Girls. And On the Ground was so good too. Like, I just think he does such a good job of rearranging those into his more like rock style. And I love that for him. I love that he takes like girl group songs and is like, how can I change this to match my sound and like elevate them to what I like, you know, what he's passionate about or what he likes. I think that's really cool. So I love his covers. But I will say any Jungkook cover of an IU song is an easy way to like get me in my feelings, like in my bag. I listen to those songs that he like uploaded, those covers on Spotify, to go to sleep all the time.
I
just love them.
Mentioning Blackpink, I think they have probably the most iconic K-pop cover of all time, because it's so iconic that a lot of people, like younger people, don't even know that it is a cover, but it is so hot by the Wonder Girls. Also, Lisa has a banger verse on it that they added to it, but it's so good. I don't want to say I like it more than the original, but I definitely like it about the same. It's such a great song. It captures such a moment of when the Wonder Girls were really hitting internationally. So I think it's just perfect for Blackpink to cover, like when they did, because that's when they also just started really blowing up everywhere and not just in Korea. So I think that it was kind of symbolic of their moment in their career as well as the Wonder Girls moment in their career. So I think it's just like the song choice was really good, and they just did an excellent job doing. Another
Sarah, do you have any covers?
Yeah.
Covers? No, I don't. I am sorry about it. I can't. You guys know I'm not like the craziest big fan. Well, actually, maybe you don't, but I'm not the. I don't know. I don't listen to covers much. I rather just listen to the original song. But there's definitely some covers that are better than the original. I think a cover that's really good. You know that song by Prince, "Nothing Compares to You"? I love him, but the song, I don't know her name, but the woman, she sings the cover. And like everyone knows the song by her voice. I think.
It wasn't Whitney Houston's "I Will Always Love You." Isn't that a cover?
It is a cover, but I do have the controversial opinion that I like the original better. And I am a big Whitney Houston fan. But
we can't talk about this.
Dolly Parton's "I Will Always Love You" is one of my favorite albums. Well, it's the Jolene album, and every track on that album is so good. It's one of my favorite albums of all time.
Speaking of Dolly Parton, this reminded me. Now, this has nothing to do with K-pop, but I think someone who does amazing covers, astounding covers, is Miley Cyrus. Miley Cyrus is goddess. I love Miley Cyrus. Miley Cyrus is like a queen at covers. Like a queen. One of the best modern cover is I don't know if that's the word.
Yeah. I did include one K-pop group cover of a Western song, but I know Skylar wasn't a very big fan of it, but I thought it was really good. And it was Stacey's cover of "Kiss Me More" by Doja Cat. It's because she's a really big Doja Cat fan, and she'd rather just listen to the original anyways. And I mean, me too. And that's the one I have on my playlist. But I just thought they did a really good job with it. I love the choreography that they added to it. I also think Doja would think it's cool because she likes Twice. So.
Yeah. I mean, covers. I don't like, people always choose really good covers for themselves. There are K-pop covers that go viral. I know that I'm not sure what group she's from. You might know, Olivia, but the girl who covered "Speechless" from the Aladdin movie.
No, I don't know that
like one. There was a K-pop girl who covered "Speechless" from Aladdin, like the motion picture real live action release, and it went crazy. I watched it. It was insane. Her voice is incredible. Like, it was really, really, really impressive. BTS's cover of Coldplay, that is amazing, and like a lot of Coldplay fans really enjoyed it, so I was like glad, because Coldplay is really iconic. And today I just watched Rocky's cover of "Grenade." Go give my man some views. He really killed it. It was a lot better than what I was expecting. That song is a little corny to me, but like his vocals were really, really strong. And to like sing a song like done by Bruno Mars is already difficult. but he did it really, really well. So there are a lot of great covers out there. One
Joy.
of my favorites.
Oh, I was gonna keep going.
It's okay. It was just real quick. Is Versace on the Floor by Monsta X. Blew my mind. I never knew I needed that in my life, but I do. I watch it all the time. Like,
good cover.
Monsta X covering Versace on the Floor. I didn't know they had vocals like that. Crazy.
Yeah. Speaking like of Disney covers, Joy did a version of Part of Your World from The Little Mermaid that was so good. She like is a Disney princess, like for real. She looks like one. So she did an excellent job of that. I also 2 more Red Velvet ones I have to mention before we get to one that me and Sid are both gonna talk a lot about probably. But I think Red Velvet of any girl group has done the best cover of G. Every girl group has to do a cover of G. It's like a rite of passage. And I think Red Velvet did it the best. 100%. I also think Red Velvet's cover of Number One by BoA is so good. They did it, oh my god, at this live outdoor concert. Is like pretty early in their career, but they did the choreography so well. And it's a soloist song, so you know, breaking it up into parts was interesting, but they all sang it so well. It's one of the most iconic songs in K-pop, so they did a really excellent job with it, and I love it. But I think the daddy of all cover performances, you already know what's coming up.
I know exactly what you're gonna say. I thought of it while you were talking. I was like, oh,
is
I know.
The Boys' cover of Danger from Road to Kingdom. That stage, the harmonies, everything about that, the costume, everything about that performance. It's still the best performance from all the kingdoms, period.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, exactly. The boys, when it comes to covers, the boys always know the assignment. Like, always. Every cover they do, I've been really impressed with. I love their cover of Mirotic. I watch it all the time by TVXQ. Love that cover. Their cover of What Is Love. So cute. Like, they're so good at covers and making them unique to themselves and like bringing their own energy into them. And I love that.
When they did The Boys by Girls' Generation, that was iconic.
Yes. Boys. No, they always do. They always come out and like really make me proud. They've done a lot of BTS covers and they just know the assignment. They're ready for whatever you throw at them. But before we move on, I gotta say, TXT covering SHINee songs, they hit different.
Yes.
TXT covering SHINee songs hits different, okay? Hits different. I've seen so many people cover SHINee, like so many. And I love AB6. And AB6 covered View, and it was amazing. But anytime TXT steps up to the SHINee world stage, they eat.
Yeah, their Sherlock one like had me so emotional. I was crying. I was like, I'm so curious. Yeah.
Like Replay. Oh, every time they do a SHINee cover, they've done Replay, they've done Sherlock, they've done View. Like they just bring it every single time, and I just get to bask in it.
It's so good.
It's so beautiful.
We love TXT.
We do. We love TXT. We love SHINee. I am a MOA and a Schwal.
Our first real reaction is going to be Ace. A.C.E. Higher. We reacted to one of their videos before. We thought it was really cute. It was like the one that like looked like a bunch of like social media posts.
Oh, right.
That looks so similar to the set with Bam Bam's, remember his album, the video album, the teasers?
Oh, yeah.
This is reminding me actually of Astro Knock, obviously, because that had a space theme. But there's an AB6 song that actually uses those glowing moons too. I can't think of what song.
There's a girl group song too, like that we reacted to. I can't remember what it is.
Oh, it's gonna kill me not to know this 86 song.
Oh, I like the set a lot, though. I like what they did on the roof.
It's very interesting. He was
like
very
this
naked.
chorus. That jump is cool.
See, now I'm getting Astro. All
Yeah, when they do this. Ooh, spiky.
There's so much going on visually.
Yeah.
Is that an eyeball and stuff? I'm so confused.
What did he just eat?
There's so much going on.
I like the dance break part a lot. Ooh, I like these black outfits. Ooh. And like, whatever's going on in the background of the dance break, that lighting thing is so cool.
Mm-hmm. They just went for visuals with this. They said visuals.
And everything.
Throw every visually stimulating thing you can in one video. Lots of textures.
Oh.
Like, now I don't even know what the theme is. Is it a dark concept? Is it a light concept? It's every concept.
Meta concept, all concepts. The Avengers of concepts.
There is no concept. There's just space and time. Like, I have no idea what happened, but it was cool to watch.
I liked that.
Yeah, same here. I feel like I went on a journey.
It was like
Definitely
a
a
journey.
journey.
A visual journey. I thought they sounded good. I liked the chorus a lot. I thought the verses and the choruses could like transition to each other a little better, but I liked both parts individually. That makes sense.
I would agree.
And I also think they look really good. And I think the one with like dark hair in the middle part is super cute. And I definitely have to check him out.
He was also very naked. His chest was just out, and I was like, keep doing it.
Yeah.
Keep
I was
going.
like, I am a fan of this.
But no, visually, I did not process the song because I was constantly like, oh, something new to look at, shiny things.
Yeah.
And like space. Like, I just feel like I was like looking that I didn't get to fully appreciate the song. It sounded good. I had the lyrics up. I didn't read them. I was too busy looking at everything going on in front of me.
Yeah, there was a lot going on. It was cool though. It was like a meta version of every K-pop concept ever.
It felt a little like music video where you kind of have a storyline, and more like they took a bunch of performance videos and were like, boom, throw some visuals in there with no context and like really cool just like effects and make it work. And it did.
It did.
And I was just like, well,
I was entertained for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But it definitely gave me
I was
Astro
not
the
bored.
most.
Yeah, a lot of the sets I was like, ooh, Astro. But we love that.
Yeah. So next up we've got a comeback from Sam Kim, a soloist that we haven't looked at before, but I always like to look at some other artists that we haven't looked at. So this is his new song, The Juice.
I just had it. I just got it, man. I just had it. Damn.
Familiar with Sam Kim. I guess I have to reiterate. Never heard his music, but he's been on Dive Studio podcast a lot.
Me dancing in the mirror.
Oh, this is so cool. Have you guys seen the FK Twigs commercial with Apple?
I probably have, but
okay, you probably have. It's a bit like that. The walls like moving it. It's amazing.
I love the song. Ooh.
Yeah, it's really good.
He's singing.
Oh, look at sang.
All the things that people had to say. We love you, man. Okay, yeah. Leave me be for just one night.
Oh, this is all in English. Oh, okay, no, that part was, but not this.
You wanna survive. You wanna just stay.
Ooh,
Interesting.
it's giving me R&B Yoshi's World. In the best way possible. Anything, if I compare anything to a Nintendo song, I'm gonna fucking listen to it all the time. Yes.
You like it.
Ooh. That is so cool.
It really is. Are these practical?
I forgot.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
The first
Some
one
of it looks like it's not. I don't know. Yeah, the first one did, right?
Yeah, the first one looked practical. This one looks a little like a combination.
Oh, I love any
later on
trippy
it
music
did look so
video.
practical. I'm pretty sure it is. Some of it is. I remember FK Twigs.
I'm definitely adding this to my K-pop playlist, so
Yeah,
like,
this
no
song
cap.
slaps.
Is Sam Kim K-pop or is he just a Korean artist?
I think
He's just a Korean
I
artist.
think he's a Korean artist.
But yeah, One the K has K-pop groups and like K-pop soloists and Korean artists.
Oh, nice.
Oh, he's dancing. Oh my god, I love this.
I will say, you definitely hear the black influence.
Well, duh.
Well, yeah.
But like,
I just had it. I just had it.
Sid is on it. Sid is on it. Of course.
I was
Of
hearing
course,
it the
Sydney.
whole time. I'm just saying. Like,
It's
I was
called.
like,
Yeah, no. You're right. I mean, it's called The Juice. We know.
But
we
it's
know
also
what's
like
up.
K-R&B. So like, you know, the R&B
Not really.
came
I
from
would.
somewhere.
Yeah, I suppose. But with that, what I just heard wasn't really K-R&B sounding, but I still like it. For me, it was that K-R&B.
Well, I mean, it's R&B and it's Korean. That's what I meant. Or
Yeah.
it's pop and it's Korean, but yeah, I
honestly,
really
though,
liked
what's
it.
that called? The Juice.
The
I'm gonna look
Juice.
it up. I'm gonna look it up later.
Yeah, I like that Sam Kim. That was really good. I'm gonna have to check out his other stuff.
Go Sam Kim.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we've got "Let's Get Lost" by KittiB. I think this is a girls group.
Ooh. I like the sound of this song.
Already, yeah.
It's already like cool the way they filmed it too.
Mm-hmm.
I like the title. Let's get.
Ooh, I love that shot.
Not the Care Bears and the socks.
The socks are interesting, but ooh, luxurious.
Pancakes.
I love the curler.
This looks like a video that. This is like a video that Olivia would film for sure. Honestly, it does. I
Yeah.
really like it.
Oh my god, I love the kitty bra. That is iconic.
At
I
least
think
the
this is a
look of it.
soloist, not a group.
Oh.
This kind of
Very interesting stylistically.
hits hard. I like it a lot. Give me a little Caliuchis, but I really like. Obviously, I dig
Oh
that.
yeah. Yeah.
Man, I haven't had carbs in a week, and those buns look so good.
What the heck? You on a diet?
I'm on a sugar detox. Only 2 weeks, but it's killing me. Taking a break on Sunday for brunch.
But as you should. Brunch is essential.
Brunch.
Can't not have the
I
coffee
can't
cake.
wait to have brunch. You guys, I got this great strawberry syrup, and it's like natural strawberry syrup. I'm gonna have it on pancakes.
I also want her bathing suit and every single one of these floaties. Honestly, I want
her hat.
everything she's wearing.
I want her hat. Bad.
You know what? This is amazing.
This is such a
Like-
vibe.
It's just very. Are they using a diffusion filter?
Yep.
Very like glowy.
Yeah.
It's so like.
Ooh, I like the fisheye.
So glowy. That's so crazy. That look is so popular.
I love it. It's so my thing.
Yeah.
Ooh, that guitar line. And the bass
Yeah,
line kind
a
of
lot of
slaps
people
too,
are-
even though it's simple.
A lot of people are very influenced by Cali these days. Thanks for this out.
After the Storm had such a massive impact. You can even see
Yeah,
it
now
here.
she's even bigger.
Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh, man.
That was
Because
great.
Cali's been like
She directed it
around
Ooh,
for
shit.
with Kongi something.
Out of the
weird.
Storm, but also her latest album. So many people, because that was that song I'm sorry, I'm not even trying to pronounce it. Just know she has a
Yeah.
song that's like really big on TikTok. So people that, to me, maybe to like us, especially like I know like Olivia, obviously Callie is somebody that we've known about for years, and you think that she was like the biggest art, like like everyone knows who she is, like you know what I mean, like she came with Tyler Creator, but she's really experienced a growth in fans, and I see her influence in K-pop too. Like
Yeah.
she's global, and
I
Well,
really
ours.
noticed After the Storm kind of coming out in that video specifically. Like I really felt.
oh yeah,
Yeah, like even the part with the cereal, that was like, that reminded me of like the intro with Bootsy Collins. I loved that.
true. Yeah, that
I'm
was
a
good.
big fan of that. I love that sound. I like the way her voice sounds on that kind of music too. This
I
girl.
just put it in for you to live.
Oh, okay, good. All right. Next, we've got. Next, we've got Wooyoung's Artist of the Month for Studio Choom. And he's covering
I've seen that
Bad,
already.
but not by Michael Jackson, by someone else.
I don't want to be another
But
him.
oh yeah, I've seen
That
this.
shit is over. Finally, you found yourself a friend.
Saw some of it
Very
too.
good.
Honestly, I might have finished it.
Ever since the start, I saw the end.
Yeah, he's great.
Around the corner, 'cause I
As
know
expected,
so
honestly.
well.
I like the suit on him.
Ateez.
Predictable.
That's every time I see that move I think of Taemin and Famous.
Let you go. You're so good at being bad, you know. So predictable.
Ooh,
I would love to.
that was sexy.
Man, the boys from Ateez are just amazing.
Woo.
It's the part with his neck for me. I know it's coming up. I'm gonna be taken out again.
Man, I wonder how many cameras they've got going at once. I'm guessing at least 5. Like 2 on crane.
They do multiple shoots, to be fair, and then they
multiple
set them
takes
together. Yeah.
Because I was thinking, like 2 cranes and maybe 3 handheld. Actually, it looks like it's all on cranes and jibs.
Yeah, they do have. They definitely have cranes. I think I saw the behind the scenes too.
And crane operation isn't super easy, so it's pretty impressive what they do with this stuff. Oh, that was so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have some talented, cool people working there.
And their lighting, obviously, is always super cool. It's gotta be. It's a blank soundstage, but yeah.
Wooyoung, I'm not. Obviously, I'm impressed, but I didn't expect anything less. So
it's just exceeds expectations all the time.
Yeah.
Skylar is such an A.C.E.
Here's the thing. I'm an A.C.E. I'm an Ateez fan. I am a fan of Ateez. Guys, I don't like calling myself by these like little names, like a pet.
Get used to it, man. I'm a rebel.
I am a fan of Ateez because they're so talented. You know, they're just so good at what they do, and that's why I love them. So I don't know. They just always bring it. I don't expect anything less from them. All of them are like that. You could put any of them in that position, and they would all kill it, no matter how they did it.
I was about to say that if we ever hit 1 million subscribers, I would tattoo Rev Love on my ass, but watch it actually happen.
No.
Oh my god.
And I'd be like,
do that too.
And she would do it because she said she's gonna do it. So do it, guys. Get us to 1 million.
I'm gonna do blink and have my butt crack be the eye. She's out.
That is the worst thing I've
That's
ever.
The worst thing
I hate that you said, because now we have to imagine. Dude,
I'm not getting any tattoos of anything K-pop related. I'm not getting any tattoos anyways.
Going with her. Yes, this tattoo.
You're not gonna hold my hand when I'm the reason why we got 1 million subscribers because everyone wants to see a blink tattoo on my butt.
I don't judge any tattoo.
Olivia.
I'm kidding. I'm not getting a tattoo. Not for anything. Definitely not for that.
I'm getting a tattoo, just not on my ass.
Not on my ass.
I mean, I support all tattoos. Anything you want to do. I have a fish on me. So
I was already the first tatted. I will also like to say, starting to see a lot more idols wearing their tattoos out, aka Taemin, aka Jungkook, aka Bam Bam in his video had a little peekage. Yes, I'm loving this. Please give me more. Let's stop with the ace bandages. Let's not with the really thick makeup. Let's not do that anymore.
Yeah.
Let us be free.
Let's
Let us see the tattoos. Let's just go for it. Jungkook said, you know what? I have a sleeve. You know what? I'm gonna wear short sleeves. And I said, yes, that is what we deserve. That is what I personally deserve. He got his little eyebrow piercing now. He don't care. He does not care about these expectations anymore.
Unless you have an ass tattoo that says blank with the eye as the butt crack. Don't show me that.
Dude, I was laughing because I was still thinking about it. That's why I was laughing.
All right, that is it for today's SOCS. If you you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and a subscribe and follow us on Twitch and on Tumblr. And if we hit 100 subscribers, I will be doing the dance from I Can't Stop Me by Twice. So please make sure to subscribe. I'm not getting the tattoo. And I said 1 million subscribers.
If we hit 10,000 subscribers, Olivia will get the tattoo.
I said 1 million. I said 1 million. I said 1 million. All right. Bye, everybody.
10,000. Bye.
1 million.